Hey guys, Mike here from 100 Heroes. Hey, thanks for watching. Um, Tonight I was supposed to do an unboxing for my CGC books that were coming in, but I got a notice from UPS and there was a train derailment of all things, a train derailment. And that caused a delay for my books. So now I'm thinking, man, were my books on that train that got derailed? Were they in the car that got derailed? Man, what's going on? But I guess I'll find out tomorrow. They're supposed to be here tomorrow, so I'm not sure how bad it actually was, but we'll see. I don't think it was anything really too serious. Um, so instead of showing an unboxing of CGC books, I thought I'd show the books that I'm going to send to CGC. This is my next submission batch. So here we go. First book I'm going to submit, it's Nights into Dreams. So this was an Archie series back in the 90s. It's based off a video game, kind of like it's from the creators that did the Sonic. So I found these at a local comic shop. They were $3 a piece. I got issue number 3, and I got issue number 4. I got issues 1 and 2, but they weren't gradable, so I got them in my collection. That's about it. Not going to send them off. There's really no comps on these things. There was like one issue was graded a 9.6, and that's the only thing that's on the census. So there's no other issues of this. Again, paid $3 for them at the local comic shop. We'll see how they do. I think they might do pretty good. We'll see. Seems like raw copies of those are selling at decent prices, so I figured graded copies might work out. So we'll check it out and see how it does. The next book I'm going to send off, I got 2 of these. If you saw my Kickstarter from the Coffin Comics for Lady Death, this was in it. This is what I got. I paid about 26 bucks a piece. I got 2 of them right there. And these are limited to 500. This is the Lady Death Trentress Infamy #1. It's a homage edition cover for Superman #1. So I got 2 of these. And they're pretty sharp books. They're really nice books. They're square bound books. I think they'll do pretty good. Hopefully I'll get at least one a 9.8 so I can keep it in my collection. I'll sell the other one. If the other one's a 9.8, I get double 9.8s. I keep one. I'll do good on the second one, even better. Next book I'm going to send off is Godzilla, King of Matcha. This is from the Dark Horse series. I love the Art Adams Godzilla. Is just a big fan of his artwork when he did Godzilla. I used to go to the cons a lot back in the 90s and early 2000s. He was always on my list to get a sketch, a Godzilla sketch of all sketches. And I just every time I got to his table, it'd always get too late. He was always filled up with his sketching, so I never got it. I don't know how it's going to turn out now, if I'll ever get that opportunity to or not, but. Love the Dark Horse Godzilla comic. So picked this up in my Dallas trip. I don't know if you've seen my Dallas video. Got a local comic shop a couple weeks ago when we went to Dallas. Paid cover price for it, which was $250. So again, this is going to go in my personal collection once it comes back. The next one I got is Star Wars. Again, this is the Dark Horse Star Wars cover. King Kelly cover. Pretty cool. Star Wars is starting to take off. Let's see how it does. As far as this one goes, again, I paid $1 for it at the local comic shop. There's only one 9.8 on the census. Looks like a 9.6 sold in January this year for $30. I think a 9.8. At least $50 are above for this book. It comes back at 9.8. And I do pre-screens on all my books. So a lot of these I'm going to do pre-screens, probably 9.8. So if they don't come back 9.8, then I'm only out the $5 for the pre-screen fee, which to me is worth it. The next book I got on my list is the classic Star Wars. Now this book, this is the last issue of the series, and it came polybag, so that's 2 things going for it. Usually the last issue of the series means it's probably dying out. There's losing interest in it. Not that many. The print run was probably a little bit lower than expected. Plus they had that polybag in it. The polybags, they just leave that. They got that line on the back of the polybag that just leaves that indentation on the back of the book, most cases you got to press them out. You know, if you don't press them, chance of getting 9.8 on a polybag book is you know, it happens, but it's probably going to be rare. But press this one out, looks really nice. So yeah, we'll see how it does. You know, looks pretty sharp. Next one, Superboy number 8. I've had one of these before at a 9.8. I had the last sale of this. I sold it for $50. So, you know, the way I look at it is, if I could get a book 9.8, flip it for, you know, the ones that I don't keep. If I could flip the ones that I don't want to keep for at least $50 or above, I'm doing okay. I'm doubling my money after fees and stuff like that. So that's a win for me. And again, offsets, you know, for the books that I do keep in my collection. So again, I had this one before at a 9.8, and I sold it for $50. There's 5 issues graded 9.8. Paid about $1 for this book, for this comic. So we'll see how it turns out. This one, I don't know. I just love the cover of this. It's Superboy, the wedding album. I don't know, there's something about it that I like. So picked it up. There's actually none of this book has been graded, none on the census. So, you know, it's really hard to tell, you know, anything about it. But yeah, I don't know, just something about the cover I really like. So paid $1.50 for it. We'll see how it does. This book here, what I noticed, so there's like a little black dot up on the top. When I started looking at other issues on eBay, I saw other copies with that same black dot up on top. I have another copy of this book, and it has like a black line down here, almost like someone took a Sharpie through it. But I've also seen other copies now with that black line there too. So what I'm going to try and do is put like a sticky note on here for CGC to look at it, so they could compare with other copies online to hopefully not downgrade because of that little black dot on there. So it looks like it's something on quite a few issues. So we'll see how that goes. You know, again, if they don't agree with it and they don't give it a 9.8, you know, I'm out $5 on the issue, so that's fine. But to me, you know, it's on all the issues there, so I don't know. We'll see how it does. So the next book I have is the Supergirl and the Legion of Superheroes. Of course, it's not the Key Adam Hughes book that everybody looks. I think it's number 21. Really nice book where she's sitting on the asteroid rock and stuff. This is number 16, but still a nice cover. Kind of going for these. This one here, I paid $1 for it. There's like 9 of them that are graded 9.8. The last sale was last August for about $45. So again, my threshold's about $50. You know, for 9.8, I think this book, given the time that's gone by, this book will easily go for $50 now, I imagine. I'm not too worried about it. And same with this one. This is number 17. Only 1 issue is graded at 9.8 on this. And yeah, there's been no sales on this one. So this one, you know, we'll see how it goes. Again, another book I like. It's pretty nice. So this book, I got 2 of these, and I've had this book before, and this is the Red Sonja books. Picked these up off eBay. I believe I paid about $3.50 each plus shipping, and they're the Jim Balin covers. So he did some covers. I think it was 15, 16, 17, 18. I might be wrong, but he did like a 4-issue run on these books during those numbers, and they're pretty sought after. They're hard to find books, and really nice. I had a 9.6, I believe, of this, and I sold it for $100 several months ago. But then I think in August of last year, 9.8 sold for $100. So I don't know. It's you know, easily 9.8. I'm gonna get at least, you know, $75 to $100 on this book. So again, another nice book. See how that one does. So now this is some more Godzilla books. Now I like the Dark Horse books. These books I'm not really collecting. These books I'm intentionally going to submit and sell. You know, I got two of these. I got the regular Godzilla #6, and I have Godzilla Kingdom of Monsters #8. And I don't know. There's no information out there. There's none graded. The only IDW Godzilla books that are graded is #1. These are not #1s. These are different issues. So we'll see. Hopefully some Godzilla collectors out there will take an interest on them. But yeah, I think easily I'll get 50. If come back 9.8, I'll easily get $50 on these books each. Eric Powell cover. Popular for his goon work. Yeah, see how those do. So this next one, this is the Captain Marvel. This is the newest one that came out from the Walmart. It has the orange logo down there at the bottom. I already got the red one, the red logo in my personal collection. I'm just going to get this one graded to go in my personal collection. I think this book is kind of dropping in price. There's like 74 red labels that are 9.8. I don't know how many orange labels have been graded yet. From what I could tell, I saw the Strange Academy, that I'll be showing that one here soon. But it doesn't look like they distinguish on the labels the variations of the books, at least not yet. So I don't know how that's going to work. But yeah, this book, I know it's been dropping. I think the last sale I saw it was October. It went for like $40. So, but it's a nice cover. So yeah, this will be my personal collection when it comes back. And this is just Strange Academy that I was talking about, the Ramos cover that he did for the Walmart. And again, this is the blue logo. Now, I saw a red logo on eBay. Oh, I'm sorry, there's a blue label that's graded on eBay. And it was a 9.6, and it sold for $46, which looks comparable to kind of like the red labels that are going. So when I looked at the blue label that they had on there was no distinctive notes. It just said Walmart edition. That was it. When I look at the indica in here, it doesn't say a second print. It doesn't really say anything else. So I don't know how CGC is going to go about labeling or distinguishing these books as the Walmart editions between the different color labels or not, or even if they are, But we'll see where it goes. This one here, again, this is another book I'll get from my collection, for my personal collection. So the next book I have is Deadpool 43. Yeah, 43. And again, I picked this up a couple weeks ago on my Dallas trip, if you saw that video. It was in Half Price Books. I scored some pretty good books out of that. I went through their books, didn't really find nothing. A lot of them were trashed. A lot of them were not in bags and boards, asked the lady to count if they had any other comics, and they just got this whole new collection in. And they were in the middle of pricing it, and she let me go through it, and this is one of the books. I picked out some other key books out of there. I picked out a Vision #1. If you see the video, there's some really nice books out of there. This is probably the only one that's gradable out of the collection that I picked up. From that's like 9.8. So we'll see how it goes. This is, I was collecting Deadpool years ago, this series, but I had to sell it for reasons, and I haven't really gone back to collecting again. I'm still not sure if I'm gonna keep this one or not. Yeah, I mean, there's 13 9.8s. The last one sold in 2019 for $66. So it's up there. I'll definitely get money out of this book with the time that's gone by, but at this time, I just don't know if I'm going to keep it or not. We'll see. So this next book, it's not really a wow book. It's not even really that great of a book. Just a Hulk 353. There's like 18 9.8s on the census. Last sale was January this year for $42. So again, it doesn't even meet my threshold of $49 or $50, per book. But you know what? I already pressed the darn thing. It's ready to go, so I'm going to ship it off. We'll see how it does. If I could get $45 out of it, so be it. It's still going to double my money out of all the fees and all that. But still, it's probably the lowest book out of the whole submission that I'm doing. And if I'd looked at it before, I probably wouldn't be submitting right now at this time. Probably just put it away for a while. So the next book that I have here is this is a pretty cool cover. It's a Lifefield cover. X-Force #52, good old Sabretooth versus Archangel there. And again, this is another book that I picked up on my Dallas trip a couple weeks ago. And this, the store I bought it from, the guy was selling them at cover price, like the Godzilla from Dark Horse. It was cover price $2.50, so that's what I paid. This one's cover price $1. That's what I paid. So, you know, pretty sharp book. It looks like it should come back 9.8. Even looking at this one, the last sale at 9.8 was in June of 2019, and it was for $26. However, in January this year, 9.4 sold for $40. So the book is going up. I expect the 9.8 in this to go for much higher, probably around $75 range for this book. At least that's what I'm going to try. See how it goes from there. If it doesn't, it can always go down. So the next book, Uncanny X-Men 284. Again, nothing special about this book. I picked it up for $1, and I think I could at least get $50 out of it. So that's pretty much it. When I looked at the GPA on this book, it was kind of, I think it's misleading. It said the average 90-day average was $116 with the last sale for $234. I don't know what's up with that, but I don't think that's right. Maybe it's some sort of price variant. I don't know. There's I saw some other issues with Australian price variants selling for different prices. So maybe it was something like that. I don't know. Maybe it was a fluke auction. Who knows? I don't know. But regardless, I don't think it's accurate because after that, the average price, you know, was a lot lower. So yeah, I think the price on this is going to be about $50. That's what I'm going to shoot for. I don't think I'll have any problem selling it for $50. Paid $1 for that one at the local comic shop. It was in the dollar bin. Same with this next book. This is the next issue after that, issue 285. This one, there's 133, 9.8, and the 90-day average on this one is 125. And that was just recent, $125. Again, there was a couple, you know, after that, before that, there was a couple sales under $100 for this book. In August, there was a couple sales above $100, so it's kind of up and down. I don't think this book is a $100 book by all means. You know, someone's I'll put it up for auction when it comes back. If it's a 9.8 and it goes for under 100, so be it. But you know, I think it's more of about a $75 book, if anything. Probably even less than that, but who knows? So the next book I have is X-Men number 86. Now this is the origin of Joseph, for what it's worth. There's 13 and 9.8. Again, this one, I'm not sure how it's going to go. The last sale was in June of 2019. It went for $9. You know, some guy probably started at auction for $9, and that's what it went at, $9. Of course, when I get it back, if it's a 9.8, I'll probably start it off again at my threshold, $49.99. If it sells for that, great. If it doesn't, I could always go down. So if it goes for more, even better. So this is another book that I have. This is going to be in my collection if it comes back 9.8. But this is the Ninja Turtles. This is volume 2. Came out in 94. This is issue number 5. There's two 9.8s. The last 9.8 sold in June of 2005 for $20. I'm getting these sales from the GP Analyst website. It's a paid service. But the last sale that they showed was June of 2005, which sold for $20. It ain't gonna sell for $20 now. Turtles are hot. You know, there's only two 9.8s on the census right now. A 9.6 sold in January 2016 for $18. Again, this book is not gonna sell for $20 or $20. It's just not gonna sell that low. It's at least $50 plus now. You know, depending on if there's how many people want it could go even higher. But regardless, it comes back to 9.8, stays in my personal collection, so that's it. And the last book that I have going off is going to be Exo War versus Magnus, the Robot Fighter. This is the Acclaim, volume 2 of the series. When they took over from Valiant. This is issue number 6. There's 3 9.8s. Again, the last issue sold February 2009 for $75. Seems kind of high for back then in 2009 for this book. I believe now in this time frame, $75 is probably more accurate, but we'll see. This is not a keeper. This will be sold when it comes back if it's a 9.8. Again, I'm doing a pre-screen on all these. 9.8, I believe, is going to be my threshold on all these. So if they don't meet 9.8, they're not going to get graded. So they'll come back. I'll get charged, like I said, $5 per book. That doesn't meet the threshold, and then they just ship them back to me with the rest of the collection. That does get graded 9.8. So, but yeah, this one is not in the collection. It will be sold if it comes back at 9.8. So that's it. I was really hoping to do unboxing tonight. I got a lot of books coming back. I submitted 25 of them. Pre-screen 9.4 to 9.8. I know they all didn't meet the threshold because I saw my not the invoice, but I saw my bill when they billed me, and it's easy to determine. Okay, I didn't get billed for the entire 25 book submission, so you need to do some calculations. It looked like probably about 19 or 20 of the books got graded at the threshold that I put them for. The rest didn't meet that threshold, so they came back raw, and I was just charged $5 for it. I don't know what books those are yet. I was hoping to do the unboxing tonight, but it looks like it's going to get postponed at least another night or two. Hopefully they're going to be here tomorrow. But that's it. I appreciate you guys for watching. If you could hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I'm starting this off. I'm struggling and just clawing my way up there and trying to get views and likes and everything else. But it's fun and I enjoy it. And just like to show people what I'm submitting so other people get an idea of what I'm doing. Just like when I like watching other people see what they're doing, it gives you ideas of what to do. So, that's it. Thanks for watching. Out.